life processes chapter. So from today onwards we are starting a new chapter, how do organisms reproduce, and we will revise this chapter and I will explain you some important questions, and in school I will take your test. So let's start it. So reproduction is the process by which living organisms they produce their young ones, they multiply in number. Reproduction is not essential for an organism to stay alive, as nutrition, excretion and respiration. But still it is very important. Why it is important? It is important for the continuation of life. And secondly, it preserves the species and it replaces the dead individuals, means new individuals are added to the population to compensate loss from death. And fourth point, it plays a major role in the process of evolution. It helps in evolution also. So these are the important terms by which reproduction is essential. And reproduction is of two types, asexual reproduction and second is sexual reproduction. So first we will study about asexual reproduction.
Children, now let's study about asexual reproduction. The common modes of asexual reproduction are fission, budding, spore formation, fragmentation, regeneration, and vegetative propagation. Fission is the simplest and common method of asexual reproduction in unicellular organisms like amoeba, paramecium, and leishmania. And in fission, the parent cell divides into two daughter cells. It is also of two types, binary fission and multiple fission. Binary fission occurs in amoeba. In binary fission, two cells are formed. And in multiple fission, many cells are formed. And it occurs in Plasmodium. And in multiple fission, a large number of daughter individuals are formed. देखिए बाइनरी फिशन में केवल दो सेल्स फॉर्म होती हैं और मल्टीपल फिशन में बहुत सारी डॉटर सेल्स फॉर्म होती हैं. The next mode of asexual reproduction is fragmentation. In fragmentation, the organism breaks up into smaller pieces. Upon maturation, each piece develops into new individual. देखिए फ्रेगमेंटेशन में जो ऑर्गेनिज्म है ये स्मॉलर पीसेस में डिवाइड हो जाता है और हर एक पीस एक नया इंडिविजुअल फॉर्म करता है और ये स्पाइरोगायरा में होता है. एज यू कैन सी द स्लाइड प्रेजेंटिंग ऑन द स्क्रीन, it is showing fragmentation. Children, in this video we will discuss all the topics in brief, and if you want to see these topics in detail, so you can see the previous videos in which I have explained all the topics in detail. So the next mode of asexual reproduction is regeneration. In regeneration, the organism like Hydra and Planaria, when they cut into a number of pieces, देखिए एक्सीडेंटली अगर कभी हाइड्रा और प्लेनेरिया की बॉडी बहुत सारे पीसेस में डिवाइड हो जाती है, देन ईच पीस ऑफ द बॉडी ग्रोज इनटू अ न्यू ऑर्गेनिज्म. तो हर एक पीस उनकी बॉडी का एक नया इंडिविजुअल फॉर्म करता है, एक नया ऑर्गेनिज्म फॉर्म करता है. सो रीजनरेशन इज द प्रोसेस ऑफ गेटिंग बैक अ फुल ऑर्गेनिज्म फ्रॉम द कट पार्ट्स ऑफ द ऑर्गेनिज्म. And the next mode of asexual reproduction is budding. Budding occurs in Hydra or in yeast. Yeast, it is a single-celled organism. ये fungus होती है और ये single-celled होती है. In yeast, a bud appears outside the cell wall, and the nucleus of the parent yeast cell divides into two. One of them moves into the bud, and the bud ultimately separates from the parent cell to form a new daughter yeast. But sometimes budding occurs so rapidly that the daughter cell starts budding even before being separated from the parent cell. And in Hydra, the bud arises from the body surface as an outer growth. And this outer growth enlarges and develops tentacles. The fully formed bud separates from the parent body and starts an independent life. The next mode of asexual reproduction is spore formation. Spore formation happens in Mucor, Penicillium, Aspergillus. These all are fungus. In fungi like Rhizopus. देखिए Rhizopus को हम bread mold भी कहते हैं. So it has thread-like structures which are called hyphae. Hyphae develop on the bread and they bear aerial hyphae. And at the terminal ends of aerial hyphae, black blobs are present which are called sporangia. And each sporangium contains numerous dark colored spores. और हर एक sporangium में बहुत सारे dark color के spores होते हैं. And when the sporangium wall ruptures, all the spores are liberated into the air. And each spore grow into a new rhizopus individual. और हर एक स्पोर एक नया rhizopus individual फॉर्म करता है. Children, now next topic is sexual reproduction in flowering plants. And this diagram is very important. Flowering plants are called angiosperms, and sexual reproduction in angiosperms takes place with the help of flowers. Pistil is the female reproductive part of the flower, and it has three parts: stigma, style, and ovary. And the male reproductive part of the flower is stamen. It is made up of two parts, anther and filament. Stigma receives pollen grains which are male gamete, and style is the middle long part of the carpel which connects stigma with ovary. And ovary has the female gamete which is ovum or egg. And the male reproductive part of the flower is stamens. It has two parts, anther and filament. Anther has yellow powdery mass which is called pollen, and pollens contain numerous pollen grains, and these are male gametes. And the process of transfer of pollen grains from anther to stigma is called pollination. And pollination is of two types: self-pollination and cross-pollination. In self-pollination, the transfer of pollen grains occurs from the anther to the stigma of the same flower or of another flower of the same plant. And in cross-pollination, the transfer of pollen grains happens from the anther to the stigma of another flower of another plant, but of the same species. Self-pollination occurs in garden balsam and groundnut, pansy, and cross-pollination happens in hemp, China rose, which is hibiscus, marigold, maize, and castor. Cross-pollination occurs with the help of insects, birds, wind, and water. After pollination, fertilization occurs. So what is fertilization? It is the fusion of male and female gametes, like pollen grains with egg or ovum, and their fusion forms zygote. Children, I have explained this process in my previous videos, so you can go through the previous videos to understand this process in detail. Now we will discuss some important questions related to these topics. First question is, why is variations beneficial to the species but not necessary for the individual? It is NCERT question, and most of you have asked this question in Google Meet and individually also. So I am explaining its answer. See, variations causes certain changes, and sometimes which have no immediate benefit to the individual. But these variations remain in the population. And whenever there is a drastic change in the environment, these changes present in some of the members of the population allow them to survive, grow and regain the earlier size of the population. देखिए, वेरिएशन से सर्टेन चेंजेस होते हैं, और ये ज़रूरी नहीं है कि ये जो चेंजेस हैं इमीडिएटली इंडिविजुअल को बेनिफिट देंगे. एंड वेन एवर देयर इज़ अ ड्रास्टिक चेंज इन द एनवायरनमेंट, और कई बार जब एनवायरनमेंट में ड्रास्टिक चेंजेस होते हैं तो यही चेंजेस जो कि कुछ मेंबर्स में प्रेजेंट हैं उस पॉपुलेशन की, तो वो ऑर्गेनिज्म सर्वाइव करते हैं, ग्रो करते हैं और वापस से अपना वही साइज रीगेन कर लेते हैं. So we can say that variations are not only beneficial to individuals but may also be useful to the species. And the next question is, why is DNA copying an essential part of the process of reproduction? DNA copying is an essential part of reproduction because DNA contains all the information to be passed over to the next generation from the development of characteristic traits. देखिए, डीएनए कॉपिंग जो है ये रिप्रोडक्शन का बहुत ज़रूरी पार्ट है, क्योंकि डीएनए जो है ये हेरिडिटी मटेरियल है जिसमें सारी इन्फॉर्मेशंस होती हैं जो पेरेंट्स से उनके ऑफस्प्रिंग्स में ट्रांसफ़र होती हैं फ्रॉम वन जनरेशन टू नेक्स्ट. And during reproduction, new cells are formed and each one of them must receive a copy of DNA so that characteristic traits may develop in the newly formed individuals. देखिए रिप्रोडक्शन में नई सेल्स फॉर्म होती हैं और इसका पहला स्टेप है डीएनए कॉपिंग. तो हर एक सेल में डीएनए ट्रांसफ़र होता है जिसमें इंफॉर्मेशंस होती हैं. दैट इज़ वाई डीएनए कॉपिंग इज़ एन एसेंशियल पार्ट ऑफ द प्रोसेस ऑफ रिप्रोडक्शन. And it is also an NCERT question. And the next question is, write one main difference between asexual and sexual mode of reproduction. Which species is likely to have comparatively better chances of survival? The one reproducing asexually or the one reproducing sexually? And give reasons to justify your answer. बेटा ये सारे questions मैं आपको एक PDF में provide करूँगी. And please write down these questions along with their answers in your notebook. So the main difference between sexual and asexual reproduction is, in sexual mode of reproduction, fusion of gametes occur. Means sexual reproduction में fertilization होता है जिसमें male और female gametes का fusion होता है. While asexual reproduction does not involve fertilization. And sexual reproduction is considered to be superior over asexual reproduction. Why? Because it leads to variations. And while asexual reproduction does not include variations among progeny individuals. And variations, they are very helpful in the survival of species. They form the basis of evolution. And variations, they bring adaptation in individuals. So we can say that the species that reproduce through sexual reproduction have better chances of survival. And the next question is, what is meant by pollination? Name and differentiate between two modes of pollination in flowering plants. Children, just now I have discussed this topic. And the next question is, how is binary fission different from the process of fragmentation? Binary fission fragmentation से कैसे different है? तो आप इसमें लिखेंगे what is binary fission and you will draw the diagram also. With the help of diagram, differentiate between binary fission and fragmentation. And the next question is, draw a label diagram of longitudinal section of a flower. So you have to draw this diagram. It is also very important. And the next question is, what are the advantages of sexual reproduction over asexual reproduction? Just now we have discussed this answer also. And in my next video, we will discuss the rest of the topics of this chapter.